Now, let me tell you, folks, there's a lot of fun and exciting events that are coming up here, different businesses and organizations and communities that are offering some really, really cool, creative, and beautifully lit exhibits, even in some downtown areas as well, too. Something that is a very unique experience and an annual experience that transforms a particular downtown area in Aurora, and it transforms this into a glorious wonderland of immersive light and sound, is the city of Aurora's unique LUMENAURA. And today we've got Jon here on the phone lines with us to tell us a little bit about this. How you doing today?
Great, Matt. Thank you so much for having me. Always great to catch up with you and be on the airwaves of WRMN 1410. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely. So Jon here, I'm hoping I pronounced it. Was it LUMENAURA? Is that right? Or LUMENAURA?
That's correct. LUMENAURA. LUMENAURA, our very exciting immersive art and light festival, the second year, and it's happening right now in downtown Aurora.
Oh, my goodness. So tell us a little bit here. It's the second year. So the first year was last year. It was the first year it was done. What kind of got the city of Aurora interested in putting on something like this? Was it something that was who really kind of was the one to kind of think this up, really? If it was a community basis thing, if it was, something that maybe you had wanted to do, kind of tell us a little bit about that, the process.
Yeah, it's a great question. Well, this event took place last year. As you said, it was its inaugural year. Now it's back again. Initially, this all started because the Illinois Department of Tourism had a grant out. It was a grant application that the city applied for to essentially attract tourists to come to downtown Aurora. So we were able to actually get that grant money last year, and then in coordination with our Community Services Department, our Public Arts Division, we looked at what could we do then with this grant money to actually bring people to downtown Aurora from a tourist perspective. What's an event that Aurora doesn't have that we could have that would attract people from not just regionally speaking, but all across the country? So what we ended up doing is everybody put their heads together and looked to other events that were semi-similar that take place throughout the country that are very successful, and we came up with LUMENAURA. There's an event called Blink in Cincinnati. It goes on every other year. It's very similar to that. There are similar events, too, in Scottsdale, Arizona, and in California. So last year was a huge success. For its first year, there was a LUMENAURA Fest weekend similar to this year. There were live bands that came out, and obviously all of the beautiful art installations that are interactive that lit up downtown. So now this year, there was no grant this time around, but because of the success of last year, with the grant and with some of the city's funding, we decided to put it on again and make it bigger and even better, and that's what we're doing right now.
Well, let me just say, of course, in and of itself, it's a beautiful experience for people to enjoy, something to enjoy at nighttime, and even looking at the website of experiencelumenaura.com. I mean, even the mouse key, I'm showing people on YouTube, it's got like a little blue bubble of light that kind of goes around. I don't know if you've seen this before. It's fantastic. That's really cool.
Yeah, our new director of brand marketing and digital strategy, his name's Ed Questel. He did a really good job at designing the website to bring that to life. Last year, we had more of a static page, and with the fest being in its first year, we did what we could, but he's very talented. So we were able to kind of work together there and put together this nice website that kind of really breaks it all down from A to Z. On the site, you could see maps of the installations and where they're at throughout downtown. You can sign up for updates. Our sponsors are all over the place, in addition to information about each of the artists that created the installations, and, of course, information about the festival that just wrapped up on Sunday, LUMENAURA Fest weekend. That took place from the 10th through the 12th, but now the installations will still be up throughout downtown Aurora through the 26th of October. So there's still a lot of time for people to come on out and check out what's going on.
I mean, it's so cool. The technology that we have nowadays to put on something like this, too, is just mesmerizing, and it's so beautiful. I mean, how much time went into setting all of this up?
Yeah, it's a great question. And really, before we even get to the setup portion of it, you have to go back to the very beginning. I mean, this is a event that is so cross-departmental here in the city. It takes so many people on the back end to bring this thing to life. Although it originates in our Community Services Department, I mean, you could argue that there are at least 10 or 11 different departments/divisions that have their hands in this event. I mean, from our electrical division to obviously communications and marketing, which is what we're talking about right now. I mean, so many people have a hand in this. You know, the police department, fire department, emergency management, events, so many people. And so, from there, it takes a lot for everybody to work together to then bring this to fulfillment. You have so many people in meetings, constant planning meetings, monthly meetings, weekly ones, to get it up to this point. And then from there, from an installation perspective, it takes about a week to obviously get all the materials shipped in from the variety of different places that we got them from, and then setting them up throughout downtown Aurora. So really, I mean, it is a year-long effort, to say the least. Once last year's event ended, there was a planning meeting the month after that talked about, okay, what are we going to do for LUMENAURA 2025? And all of that is culminated in what we have today in downtown Aurora. So it's really cool on the back end to see so many people work together cohesively to bring this great event together for our residents.
And again, you have a lot of help from volunteers in the community and in the surrounding communities as well to put this together. So there's a lot of time and effort and energy that is, of course, brought to the forefront so people can enjoy this. And so got to give a kudos to everyone that signed up, showing a lot of enthusiasm, of course, for volunteering. I mean, you got to definitely be passionate about it. And of course, I'm already seeing here the beautiful website, like I said before and showed here on the screen on YouTube. And of course, nothing beats actually going out to this beautiful display of so many fun things too. What's great is it's not just only lights that are on display. There's also kind of rhythmic sides of it too. If you can go in a little more detail and explain some of the cool little happenings that people can explore.
Absolutely. So we have 17 installations all throughout downtown Aurora. This is more than last year. Last year we had a smaller amount in a more concentrated area, but this year we've worked with our vendors, Monochronicle. They've done a great job at curating the installations that we have now, and they're more spread out throughout the downtown. So when you come downtown, you can spend time walking the entirety of it instead of being concentrated in one specific area. A couple of ones that really stand out. I mean, I don't want to go through all 17 with you. I know we're pressed for time, but one of the bigger ones that's actually very much very popular and actually has come internationally is one called Emergence. It's called Emergence. It's by the artist This Is Loop, and they're from the United Kingdom. It's actually a mirrored immersive installation which kind of explores chaos, order, and emergent systems. It's really hard to fully describe it, but if you come on out to downtown Aurora, or if you follow us on social media, we've done a couple of videos that kind of describe what Emergence is. That one is kind of the key piece of the entirety of the 17. There are a couple of other ones, though, to point out. One's called Bonfire. It's by Lead Blade. That's an artist based out of Hungary. It's a pixel-controlled light sculpture with fog and smell, which is really cool. It also pays tribute to Native Americans, of course, yesterday, Indigenous Peoples Day, so a really cool opportunity to pay tribute to them. We had an opening ceremony featuring Bonfire on Friday, and that was very, very popular as well. A couple of others to really keep in mind. One's called The Door by Big Art, that's based here in the United States. It's an interactive portal that explores opportunity, change, and human connection. You'll drive around downtown Aurora, you'll see a bunch of doors, looks like house doors, kind of standing up. You open them up, and there's a screen inside of it, an LED screen, and it changes each time you open up the door, which is really cool.
Wow.
It's actually been very popular for a lot of people. They've walked around. And another one that we're really excited about, one's called Lux Arcana. It's by Crystal Wagner and Logan Lucky. It's a human-controlled light sculpture, and that's actually installed on a Metro train car. The car is in service from Chicago to Aurora. Kind of highlights a really cool partnership with Metro that we're going to be having for the entirety of LUMENAURA through the 26th. So if you go on one of the train cars of Metro, you'll actually be able to see and walk inside of one of the cars that has an installation in the car, and that line runs all the way from Chicago Union Station right here to downtown Aurora.
Wow. So this is quite the expansion I'm seeing here, and it sounds like it too. And I got to ask you too, how do you find these different artists who create these lights? I mean, like you said, there were some from all over. How do you go about finding these different artists?
Yeah, it's a great question, and really it's a huge credit to our public art division and Monochronicle, our vendor, who helped to curate and select some of these artists. So Monochronicle is an art firm, and what they do is they help to bring in and contract a bunch of different artists that they know in their network to then bring them out to LUMENAURA. And then obviously our public art division, they do a great job every year at curating events, period, at the Public Art Gallery here in downtown Aurora. They certainly have say, and they also attract some local artists, those from Aurora and the surrounding areas, to come out and be a part of LUMENAURA. So really it's that team effort where you have Monochronicle, which can pull from internationally renowned artists, and then you have our public art division that has final say on all of those, plus can pull some local ones to also contribute to LUMENAURA. So those two together really form a dynamic team, and they're a big reason why we're able to have the 17 installations that we do scattered all throughout downtown Aurora.
I think that is so fantastic. That's so cool that you have so many people from all over. Now, say someone's listening now here on WRMN, and they're an artist, and they say, you know what, I would love to join in for next year. How can they get involved for next year?
Yeah, it's a great question. What I would say is go to experiencelumenaura.com, experiencelumenaura.com. We have a form at the bottom that allows people to reach out and contact, and that form will be routed to the Public Art Division. If an artist reaches out and says, hey, I love LUMENAURA, I want to be a part of it next year, they could fill out that form pretty easily, and that'll go straight to our Public Arts associate right now, who could then record that and have it ready for next year. Because obviously, as things move forward, we always want to keep the door open. This year we had 17 installations, which is great. Hey, if we want to do more next year or the year after, it's a huge opportunity, and we want to make sure that we can cater to all of those who express genuine interest and want to be a part of LUMENAURA in the years to come.
That is awesome. And it looks like, of course, the festival was also a big success as well, too. Had a lot of people coming out to the festival. So congratulations, of course. And before we let you go, Jon, I want to say, of course, thank you for calling into the station today. As always, what do you hope people, if anything, can get out of this experience?
I think there are a lot of things they can get out of it. I mean, the main thing is that you could come and see downtown Aurora for all its splendor and its beauty. These installations, again, are all over the city, so they're all over downtown specifically, and gives people an opportunity to truly walk our downtown. It is beautiful. It's undergone a revitalization, I'd say, over the past 15 to 20 years, and now there are restaurants. There's the Paramount Theater. I mean, there's so many things in downtown Aurora that make it just a vibrant place to be. And my hope is that people can not only see these beautiful, immersive art experiences and art installations that are scattered throughout the downtown, but then while they're down here, hey, I'm going to go patronize a local Aurora business downtown. I'm going to go eat at one of our new restaurants like Touche French Creole or, Giardino Pizzeria and Pastaria. There's so many different places now that people can go. Aurora is so much different, and it's gotten so much better from maybe what people remember 20, 25 years ago. Downtown is booming, so it's really a great opportunity not only for people to see these great installations, something that you really can't see anywhere else, especially when we're talking about installations from the UK, from Hungary, and from the United States, but then also to patronize local Aurora businesses, some of them which are less than a year old, which are thriving here. So it's just really a good opportunity for people to come out. Additionally, one other thing I forgot to mention is that a lot of these installations are actually ADA accessible as well. 90% of the installations that we have are ADA accessible. So for anybody who has special needs or somebody who needs to come on out and needs some help, there's certainly help there as well available. So really, we want to make sure that everybody, no matter who you are, is able to enjoy LUMENAURA and is able to enjoy all the great things that we have in downtown Aurora. And we hope that through LUMENAURA, we've been able to accomplish just that.
Absolutely. Well, Jon, thank you so much for calling in today. Folks, check it out. And it is going on until October 26th. A mesmerizing experience of art displays, interactive, and family-friendly adventure, completely free. Thanks again for calling in, Jon. Always greatly appreciated.
Yeah, thank you so much, Matt. Next time I'll be there in studio. We got to catch up in person, but I appreciate the time, brother.
Absolutely. You take care now.
You too.
All right. Bye-bye now. All right, that was Jon, and he called in, of course, here to talk about LUMENAURA, beautiful interactive light and sound experience that you can enjoy. Check out more information at experiencelumenaura.com.